here in Elgersma at the Royal BC Museum, discovering what's happening here. And you're watching Go Island on ShawTV. On today's show, Kevin Chirac explores the impact of post-traumatic stress disorder. And James Green takes a trip back to the future in downtown Victoria. All that and much more on Go Island. Hello, thank you so much for joining us on Go Island. Have you heard that the gold rush is coming? Oh yeah, right here to Victoria. Tell us all about it, Catherine.
It's coming.
I know, and gold is still so valuable. I'm excited. Where can I find the gold rush here at the Royal BC Museum?
Well, in May, you'll find it. Right now, we're in the midst of building it.
Yes.
And it's pretty exciting. It's starting to come together.
Tell me what people can experience when they come to the gold rush here at the museum.
When they come to the gold rush, they will see fabulous gold from Colombia.
Wow.
In South America. They will see a gallery filled with objects from the museum's own collections and lots of material we've borrowed from institutions across North America and across Canada. A lot of people don't know much about the gold rush in British Columbia, don't realize that it was the third world gold rush. The people from all around the world dropped what they were doing and came thinking that they could become millionaires.
Yeah.
Most people didn't. Some people did. But the effect of all those people arriving in British Columbia that was connected to the world only by boat through San Francisco was astounding. The First Nations people were completely overwhelmed by miners intent on digging up the gravel in the salmon spawning rivers. So it was a huge disruption to the way of life, but it was the beginning of British Columbia and the beginning of Canada.
We're going to continue to hang out here at the Royal BC Museum because there's always so much going on. But first, post-traumatic stress disorder. I hadn't even heard of PTSD until a couple of years ago. And now, thankfully, it has been brought to the forefront. And our very own Kevin Chirac sat down with one gentleman who is dealing with his very difficult past. If you want to help raise money and awareness for PTSD, you're going to want to lean in because the Wounded Warrior BC Run begins February 15th in Port Hardy, 600 kilometers in 6 days and 6 runners. It will end right here in Victoria on the 20th of February, and of course we will be there to cover it. If you go to the website on your screen, you can donate and find out more information. Now, we're here at the Royal BC Museum where the gold rush is coming. Oh yes, it is. And one thing that's very interesting about this exhibit is it's actually an exhibit within an exhibit. So tell me what that means.
It's an exhibit on the gold rush in British Columbia, but setting the stage for the British Columbia section is a whole gallery devoted to pre-Columbian gold from Bogota, Colombia. We've borrowed almost 140 original gold objects from the Gold Museum there.
Every time I come to the Royal BC Museum, I feel like I'm actually doing a little time travel, whether it's the past or the future. Well, James Green hit the streets to ask you if you could travel in time. What date would you choose to come back into? My favorite moment in time is right now. That's right, living in the moment. That is when life is rich and full. And if you come to the Royal BC Museum, there is so much to see and do. But with love in the air, there is a very special event coming. Tell us about the event that's going to happen in the museum in celebration of all things love and romance.
Yes, we're having Night Shift Wild Romance. So in honor of Valentine's Day, what we're going to do is explore all of our natural history gallery here, and we're going to be looking at how the natural history celebrates romance and how they, maybe the naughty side, really, the naughty side of natural history.
I feel like the seals behind us are madly in love. Do you feel that, Karma? Because I'm feeling
it.
I
think they're at least worn out. They're part of a harem. And that big seal's probably pretty demanding.
I love it. Yeah. So much fun. If people want to find out more information, they just go to the Royal BC Museum website.
We've got a lot on our website for this event, and of course they can always talk to anyone at the box office too.
We have to take a very quick break, but stay with us because when we come back, Dan Kahn is going to be looking at gluten-free. Why has gluten become so
evil.
Hey buddy, how about you? Do you do gluten? How about greens? Hey, where can you find fresh organic greens in the winter? Well, Daphne Good heads to Duncan to discover the secret to discovering fresh organic food that you can enjoy all winter long. We are so blessed to live on Vancouver Island where we can get local food 12 months a year. You know what else you can do here? You can experience one of the best museums in North America. That's right, the Royal BC Museum. There's always things happening, but right now there's an exhibit that, as the TV journalist in me goes a little crazy over. Mark, tell us about the exhibit that we are surrounded by right now.
Sure. This is the 50th anniversary of the Wildlife Photographer of the Year exhibition. It's from the Natural History Museum in London. We're always proud to have hosted. We're one of the first venues to host it besides out of London. There's over 100 objects in the show, or 100 images in the show, and they're from photographers from all over the world. They're photographers who are as young as 5- and 6-year-olds right through to seasoned professionals who do this on a commercial basis. So it's a real mixed bag of people who are here. If you come to the show, you'll be able to take a look at who shot it. There's a little bio of the person, a little bit of an explanation about why they chose the picture and where it's from in the world.
Please come, take your kids, take all the visitors so you can come more than once and experience it because it's not here forever. Now we have to take a very short break, but go nowhere because when we come back, we are going to take you on an island adventure. Don't forget, Royal BC Museum always has new exhibits, always has things going on. Go to their website, check out what's happening, or just come down because every time you come here, it's like an adventure. We'll see you next time. The mouse, the moon, and the mosquito. I love it.
Women's clothing provided by Tulip Noir, casual designer fashions. Men's wardrobe by DG Bremner & Co. Menswear and accessories. Hair services provided by Salon J.